Woo. Morning all. Just had to do a quick wardrobe change. I just had to change my shorts, believe it or not. Wearing a pair of shorts I haven't worn for a while. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Now, before we get started today, I want to give acknowledgement to all of the firefighters and first responders that are currently dealing with the wildfires in Southern California. I've only ever been to California once. It was as a child on a family holiday, and I'll never forget, in a bus, going past the Hollywood sign, just the feeling of amazement and awe, looking up at that glorious sign. Just a magical place. And so I wanted to give a shout out and send my thoughts and well wishes to all the first responders and firefighters battling those wildfires. As I say, I've only been there once. I haven't been there with my acting career yet, but a big shout out to everybody. Please have a safe one. With that being said,
when you're ready.
Copy that, Algorithm. Thank you for that. Algorithm, the show's producer. Shout out to my mum, aka Nanny Who. She's watching as always. How do you do, my friends? I'm Benny. I'm here in the garden for the cold open of MML 88. And we're going to continue the cold open tradition of sampling for the first time something that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market. And today, it's Ficus carica, figs. There are some fascinating things that I've only just recently learned about figs. I'll share them with you shortly. But for now, I'm going to try this fig. This is a darker fig. It's called a mission fig. Just the name of the species. Several thousand different species of figs. Also several different several different wasps that pollinate the figs. I'll tell you about that shortly. But for now, let's try one. Soft skin, first thing to notice. Very sweet, particularly the insides. Tell you more about those shortly. But for now, it's time to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the garden, and welcome to Monday. Hang on, let's try that again. Welcome to the garden, and welcome to Monday Morning Live, where as always we'll spread love and give flowers with Monday morning shout outs to anyone who joins us live. We'll do some live gardening. Today we're planting Thai basil. Now, Thai basil, it's often been said, here's one here. I got this from my good friend Lee at Mississippi Herbs. She has a stall. Let's turn off the microphone. Bing bong, that means it's off. Let's carry on. If you haven't got a drink of water, grab one now. I'll wait. Let's talk more about Thai basil from my good friend Lee at Mississippi Herbs. Now, this is it's got a different shaped leaf. You know, the normal sweet GNO's basil has a rounder leaf. This is more of a pointed leaf, and it has a little purple. You can see there, getting close, Al. Little purple flower. Very cool, very pretty. We're going to plant this very soon, but it's often been said that if you put a leaf of Thai basil in your wallet, it will bring you good luck and money, and will help protect you from evil and from negativity. Now, we don't need just quickly, we don't need protection from the aliens. They're a week and a half away from revealing themselves. We don't need luck. We don't need protection from them. They come in peace. You'll see. What I'm going to do now, I've got my wallet here. Just going to dust off the cobwebs. What is it, a moth? I'm just going to put this leaf of this Thai basil into my wallet to hopefully bring me good luck, good fortune, and to protect me from evil and negativity. As if I need that. I'm one of the more positive guys you'll ever meet. We'll plant this Thai basil soon, but I want to talk to you more about figs. Now, a fig is unique. I was wondering to myself, how do these things get pollinated? You can see behind me, you can probably just see it on Facebook, but if you tune in later to the special widescreen version of Monday Morning Live on my YouTube channel, Benny, you can find it by searching Benny Ward, the letter I and then Benny Ward. If you tune in, you'll see that this is one of my fig plants. And there's no flowers, but there is fruit. How's that possible? That's because the flower is on the inside of the fruit. So if it's inside the fruit, I hear you ask, loyal viewer, how does it get pollinated? Well, there's a little hole on the bottom of the fruit. And into that hole crawls the fig wasp. Now, for every species of fig, there is a specific species of fig wasp. It's tough to say, and it's hard to get your head around, but it's true. Now, what the wasp does is it crawls into this little hole. This little hole will only allow in the particular type of fig that will pollinate the flower that's inside. And what it has to do, the wasp has to actually shed its wings in order to crawl through this little hole. The wasp carries the pollen, it crawls into the hole and pollinates the little flowery sac thingies on the inside and makes the fruit grow big and creates that beautiful sweet inner bit that we tasted before. What happens then, it gets better, is the wasp that crawls inside will pollinate the flower but also lay its eggs. Now the male eggs, they hatch first, and what they do is they go around, let's just say, spreading their seed to the younger female wasps. The male wasp then dies and is absorbed by the fruit. So it's kind of cool to think about as well. What the male wasp will do as well, before it dies, it will make a little hole in the skin for the female wasp to crawl out and fly off and pollinate other figs. How cool! So not only do they taste great, they look great. These figs came from my good friends Nigel and his wife. They are from Mangarua Figs. They have a stall at the farmers market. Now, they started this last week, just gone, and they'll go right through to May, selling these delicious figs at the Marlborough Farmers Market. We've talked about figs. We'll talk about the week that was. A great week at the farmers market, beautiful sunny day. The other market manager was away, so I had a chance to step up and run the market again, which I love. A great week in the world of professional wrestling. WWE debuted on Netflix, and coming up after the show on my YouTube channel, there'll be a little special snippet, my 6-second raw Netflix review. Shout out to Brett, thank you for watching all the way from Perth in Western Australia, going out to a global audience. Morning from Carantha? Is that in Perth? Thanks for the comments down below. Feel free to drop them if you want to be part of Monday Morning Live. Let's do live gardening. Last week, I sowed some coriander seeds, and I sowed them into the Benny's 6100 series germination chamber. And it is my, well, I wouldn't say pleasure, but it's my duty now to inform you that so far, zero germination. It's only been a week. Let's not panic. It takes a little bit longer for those coriander seeds to germinate because they're quite a big seed. Let's carry on with live gardening and let's plant some Thai basil. I'm going to do it into one of these ceramic pots, and I'm going to use this pot to decorate the set. We've got basil here with us, we've got Nomus with us, we've got Bray with us, the Skull is with us. So let's plant some basil. Now, I've got it in this little PB 3/4 of a litre, that's a little planter bag got from my good friend Lee. And what I'm going to do, now, if you can just have a look at this, what I've done is, hang on, I'll show you, what I did before the show, because occasionally I do a little bit of prep for the show. I popped the whole bag into this pot and I backfilled it with potting mix. High grade Dalton's potting mix. And as we know, Dalton's don't sponsor Monday Morning Live. Yet. And what I've done is I've got the perfect amount of potting mix in there so that now all I need to do is take out that planter bag, give it the Benny squeeze, do the Benny salute, turn it upside down, give it the patented Benny shake, and just get that little seedling out of there. Take a look at the roots, nicely formed, not too root bound yet, so we don't need to separate them. We can just invert that, pop it straight into the pot, firm it down. It's one thing we need to do. What is it? Say it with me. Give it some water, because you can never underestimate the value of water. Give it a good drink, and we will pop it over here to decorate our Monday Morning Live set going forward. Thai basil planted. Thank you, basil, and thank you, basil. Right, time is getting away from us, as it normally does here on the show. We've just got enough time for Joke of the Week. Now, I often talk about the value of water. It reminds me of a story that my friend Reg McGundry told me. He said he was just chilling at his house one time. Somebody knocked on his door and they were asking for donations to contribute to the local swimming pool. So Reg McGundry gave them a glass of water. Joke of the Week, that's thanks to Reg McGundry, and also thanks to my good friend Karen. Wonderful to have you at the farmers market yesterday, Karen. Also great, always great to see you. Right, we're coming to an end. Don't forget to tune in after Monday Morning Live to my YouTube channel, because you'll see extra bonus content, and you'll also see my 6-second raw review. I want to thank you all for joining. I want to give a shout out to Brett. I want to give a shout out to Nanny Who for joining us live. I want to give a shout out to everybody last week who tuned into my YouTube channel, Benny. It's going from strength to strength. Very slowly, but it still counts. A wise man once said, you've only got to change the world a little bit, and you've still changed the world. And I'm doing that, a little bit at a time, on my YouTube channel, Benny. Another record-setting week. Views, comments, likes, subs. You can do it all on my YouTube channel, Benny. And while you're there, have a look down here. There's a little button just down here when you're watching on YouTube. That's the subscribe button. It's free. It's free to the first 500 billion subscribers in this or any other universe. Have a look down here. There's a little button. That's the like button. Hit that. That's if you like this channel, you can like this channel. I want to give a shout out to everybody that joins me on YouTube, everybody who comes to the Marlborough Farmers Market, everybody watching Monday Morning Live right here, right now. And I want to give a shout out to the first responders and firefighters battling the wildfires in SoCal. I'm Benny Ward. Subscribe if you're on board. I will see you next time in the garden. And for the love of Farley, have a safe one. All right. Hey, hang on. What's this in my pocket? $5. I just found $5. Woo!
And we're clear. Great show.
Thanks, Al. You too, mate.